Metamorphosis. November 13, 2014. Beloved ones, let us have discourse on the quality of love known as metamorphosis. Metamorphosis begins when the soul in incarnation awakens to its spiritual essence after lifetimes of immersion in matter and finds the spiritual path. They are recognizing that they are spiritual beings having a human experience. Along the way, the individual who identified with their persona and their body, mind, and emotions, gradually becomes identified with their soul, their inner spiritual being. The individual undergoes a dramatic metamorphosis, emerging after great struggle as an expression of divinity in the world. Many lifetimes are required to complete the metamorphosis on their path to liberation from within the depths of their soul that culminates at the stage of their transfiguration. The light of the soul pours down upon the outer persona and changes it permanently. There are growing numbers of individuals who are awakening to the reality that they are more than physical beings with emotions and minds. Metamorphosis is an inner alchemical process. This process is often painful, as this spiritual work requires a blending of spirit and matter. To forge unity out of this polarity, the part of an individual that is of a material nature must be purified and refined so that it may blend with that which is spiritual. The material forces are elevated through the power of the mind, mental discipline, in the goal of transmuting these forces into spiritual energies. The individual learns to concentrate and focus their mind in order to affect the subtle forces of their threefold personality, the mind itself, the astral or emotional body, and the vital energy body that underlies the physical form. The power of focused thought is used by the individual to lift the emotional forces of their desire nature, located within the solar plexus, the stomach area, and move it up into the heart center. In the heart center, personal desire is transmuted into the magnetic energy of spiritual love. Throughout the ages, awakened individuals have wrestled with their lower natures, struggling to utilize the vital forces of their personalities into altruistic service to the world. This process requires a tremendous amount of faith and trust in the Creator as this metamorphosis takes place. The key to the metamorphosis of oneself is to be awake and open to the guidance that comes from within and to follow that guidance with courage and faith, surrendering one's expectations of how things should be unfolding. It requires a daily choice to willingly surrender to the beauty of life and to operate at a different level of knowing. It requires consistent spiritual practice through prayer, meditation, and contemplation. It requires one to stay firmly grounded in the earth as well as being deeply connected to God. They must be willing to allow situations in their life to move and shift them into a higher state of awareness. It requires faith in knowing that the universe is supporting and sustaining them every step of the way. It opens an individual to the realities that there is so much more to their existence than what they see in the moment while living their daily life. It gives them the ability to develop mastery over anger, fear, doubt, deceit, and other negative emotions that have held them back from living a vibrant and meaningful life. They see themselves and others through a heart of forgiveness and compassion. They acquire the ability to tap into dormant areas of spiritual knowledge, abilities and understanding that has always been within them. Through this metamorphosis that occurs within them, they accept things the way they are and who they are, without resistance. They find purpose and meaning in every situation, giving them strength and a sense of peace. There is more clarity and order in their thinking processes. They pay more attention to what they are doing. They approach situations that occur in their lives with more openness and a positive attitude. They experience a feeling of more calmness within them. They are not as reactive to situations that they might have perceived as negative before. Truth becomes more of a focus as they learn to be more honest with themselves and others. They do things with a sense of gratitude and understanding in all the things they accomplish. They take the time to let things unfold before acting, and open themselves to see more options and ways to do things before making choices. This metamorphosis also helps them to look at reality in a whole different way. Metamorphosis continues as they pray and align to their divine essence at least once a day to clear their mind, and to get their body attuned with the forces of nature and with the elements as well. This alignment to their divine essence gives them a feeling of being in charge of their destiny and brings an overall sense of well-being. Each day they try to bring their spirit back into alignment with the spiritual world, as this gives them much peace and comfort. They feel empowered, supported, and loved by the universe, and begin to feel that there is nothing that is impossible in their world. Metamorphosis is the unification between their soul and their eternal spirit. It is a process which involves a total transformation of their body, their heart, their mind, and their vital and spiritual energies. This change within them ensures growth and the shedding of the old before they can come into the new. This metamorphosis gives birth to new ideas, new activities, and the embodying of new qualities. These new ideas need to be shaped, formed, and developed. After this is accomplished, the new foundation is laid. Sometimes an individual needs to sit back and go deeply within after laying a new foundation, so that creation will be able to come forth strongly and in a totally new light. As in the metaphor of the emergence of the adult butterfly, which only emerges when conditions are right, so too, one's ideas and activities will only flourish on a higher level when all the conditions are right. Inevitably, this metamorphosis of awakening leads one to the path of transformation, by means of which the beauty, power, and light that is inherent in the soul, one's spiritual self, is gradually revealed. May the power and the beauty of your own individual metamorphosis occur with gentleness and grace. I am Archangel Gabriel. Channeled by Marlene Switless-Hoftsutana, Keeper of the Symphonies of Grace. www.therainbowscribe.com www.movingintoluminosity.com